Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Baldur's Gate 3. There's a couple of things we should probably be talking about. I'll start with the second one first, which is that this game seems to have developed a new feature after the latest hotfix patch, whereby grass, long grass, bushes, just doesn't seem to load in properly the first time you launch the game. But if you close the game down and immediately relaunch it a second time, then it seems to all load in, as if it's... Now wait for it. Tonight, it didn't work the second time and I had to do it a third time. Essentially, I think you might need to load a save before closing the game for it to count. And it's weird. It seems as if the system keeps some of the assets loaded that it had loaded the first time, after you shut the game down for a few minutes, and then the relaunch loads even more because those are already loaded and cached, so it doesn't need to. So that's interesting. You'd think that it would get rid of them once the game has been shut down. So assets are staying on. Oh, maybe the assets remain loaded because of Steam's cloud file sharing function. And that could be why stuff remains there for like a little bit after you close the game. Interesting. And the other thing, of course, is the very hard to miss rumour that Hasbro is looking to sell Wizards of the Coast to a company called Tencent, which is basically an arm of the Chinese government. Now, there's been rumours of Hasbro looking to sell off Wizards of the Coast, or just looking to sell off portions of Wizards of the Coast, like Magic the Gathering or AD&D, stuff like that, for a long time now. And why they've been trying to make it look good by putting out wonderful, beautiful things like this game, or releasing lots of nice new things for 5th edition and talking about 6th edition to make it look attractive to buyers. And recently people in the community have been saying, hey, wouldn't it be really great if Larian could buy Dungeons and Dragons and treat it nice the way they did with this game? That would be a really good thing. Yep, turns out Larian didn't have enough money for that, but their shareholders, Tencent, who own like a minority shareholding, I don't think it's a majority shareholding, but who are investing in Larian, who own shares, parts of the company, do have enough money. So Larian is acting as an intermediary, talking to Tencent, going, hey, come on, do you like this? We can do good things with this. And Tencent are going, ooh, we can make money out of this. Not entirely sure how I feel about that, but it's probably worth bringing up. Now, when last we left off, we were ineptly bumbling our way through our investigation into this murder case. I think I'm going to have to go back and try and find the crime scene, because... Let's just go back to this a moment. The quest log is stuck on Find the Crime Scene. I found the crime scene because using Speak with the Dead on the victim informed me that he had been murdered in the tunnels. We went down into the tunnels, we found a cave, we found an exit from the cave onto the beach. We could not find anything on the beach beyond some blood-stained towels on a boat that would indicate where the murderer might have gone, and this doesn't say find where the murderer went. It says find the crime scene in the crypt underneath the kitchen. Right? We have looked in the crypt underneath the kitchen. We have found plenty of information.
Can't slow down.
But we clearly haven't found whatever the game wants us to find. Now, There's a well. We can interact with that at some point. I'm thinking of just going straight down and looking again, right? Now, it is possible that the quest log update isn't for finding something down there, but is for finding something on the beach outside, right? It'd be like, you go down into the crypt underneath the temple, and the quest log doesn't update until you've left the crypt. Like, oh, we found a back door out onto the beach, and we know where the murderer went from there, essentially. Whatever it is, I'm missing something. Now, it is also possible that, you see, our quest log is stuck here, right? It's like, find the crime scene. Well, guess what? I was unable to work out how to open that secret door from this side. Instead, I snuck around here, jumped through there, and went around. Eventually opening the secret door from the inside. So I might have broken that by going around the wrong way. In here, we of course found the doppelgangers, the dead people who appear to have been sacrificed. We found the murder weapon hidden in a little hole in the rocks here. Just there. Now this is the nearest bloodstain to that hole in the rocks. And also the sacrificed people don't seem to want to speak to us at all. Going down here, we found this cave mouth which led us out to the beach. Now, we have been reliably informed by the dead man that he was killed down in the tunnels. Well, I don't see a lot of tunnels. I see caves with a few tunnels. Wait a minute. If I remove the spears, can we talk to them? No, because some of these don't have spears in them. These heads look important. Unfortunately, since they've moved the body, it's rather tricky for us to find. And literally none of the dead here were willing to converse with us, which is completely understandable. Hello? Let's give that to someone involved with life and nature.
What's hiding here?
Okay, fine, you've convinced me. It's more camping supplies. There's not a lot of evidence here to indicate exactly where the priest may have been murdered in this cavernous area. I'm pretty sure that opening the secret door and coming in here should have given us some kind of journal update. So it seems that maybe this one doesn't update here, but this will update when we go somewhere else. We might not even... No, we got the doppelgangers down there, right? We got investigate the cave, but we still got find the crime scene, which we haven't managed to find yet. This is somewhat bothersome. So what kind of evidence would we be... Hello? What? Why can't I read these?
Looks empty.
Alright, fine. Wait. Just in case there's something useful down here, which there sadly doesn't seem to be. Cloud kill. Jiro, you should probably get out of that. However, ooh, just a moment then. Could there be oh, right, well look, here's what we're going to do. Everyone, come on. We're going to go back to camp and do some obvious things. Two obvious things, really. First, we're going to swap a couple of party members. One out, one in. Do I need to click on you again?
Copper for your thoughts?
Yeah, you just stay here for a bit.
Sounds boring.
Makes sense.
Oh, fine. I'll be here eating dirt or whatever.
Try not to get too disappointed. Because we need a wizard to get rid of Cloud Kill. Wait. 2 green dots. What's... Hello? It's still here. Excellent.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You're not Fraser Crane, but we need your help anyway. Probably more fun than him anyway.
With pleasure. Lead on.
Excellent. What the fuck? What? We spoke with Yanis and Valeria and discovered that the crime scene below the Open Hand Temple is connected to Father Lorgan's murder. What the key unlocks, however, is still a mystery. What key? Okay, I can only presume Gale is carrying a key. Because otherwise that doesn't make any sort of sense. Potter's chest key, silver key, Moonrise Guard's key, no idea. But traditionally, Gust of Wind gets rid of Obscuring Mist. I think it gets rid of Cloud Kill as well, I can't remember. That's like a level 3 spell, isn't it? Level 3 or 2. 2. Okay, so we just pop out Flaming Sphere for a bit. Shove in Gust of Wind. There we go. I don't know how changing party members updated that, but it did. Absolutely mental. Perhaps we should speak to Yanis and Valeria. But Gale, it's wizarding time. Blow, wind, and crack your cheeks. Think about it. Why is my spell not appearing here? There it is. Yes, it will. Excellent. does not appear to have removed the cloud kill spell. Okay. That's a bother. Right. Dear hand, can you move this chest? Nope, it's just dead. Okay. Cloud kills. There we go. Yes, show me more. Cloud heavily obscures everything within it. Can reposition the cloud to return. It's definitely a cloud. Oh. Oh. Whatever. There we go. Right. See this? Yep. Over here, please. There we go. Oh, is that it? You know what? There is the tiniest possibility. She doesn't even have a bow. Okay. Didn't want to do this because it'll be a mess. No. So apart from that chest, what else is the cloud kill spell protecting? Not swarming toadstool. Can't be good. It probably isn't worth going down there to investigate. Okay.
All right. What now? Breathe deep and move.
So apparently we talked to people that we didn't. So we were supposed to go back up to the temple and speak to two of the priests again. Bizarre. The key is probably for this. The key we didn't know we had. If it's really dangerous. Okay, we can try. Have a bit of help. Okay! Not so dangerous then. We do not have key.
What are you hiding?
No. Let's just leave it at that.
At least things have stayed interesting. Very well.
So Yanis and getting the journal update might mean we can't have the conversation and can't find Might mean we don't have the key. This could be really broken. This is interesting. So, Dominic. Everything's loading really slowly now. There we go. Ah yes, she won't speak to us again.
Please, go talk to the investigator. The sooner we clear Brilgor's name, the better.
I still don't know what key you're speaking about. For flower key. Tressim. Hang on. There's a Tressim here. I don't think it's that. No, it is. It's at a raised elevation. What, up on the roof? Do we need to go to the roof to speak to a magic cat? Perhaps. Let's Bill.
But we know nothing.
Don't know where this Valeria is. Apparently there's someone very red nearby. And we were told the murderer was dressed in red and one other colour. Okay. Keys. Yeah, I'm not seeing a flower key. But putting Gale in the party did something to make the game acknowledge that. Silver key marked with splotches of dried clay.
What path lies before me?
Wait. This could be so dumb. Good, it's not a key for that. So if the key, which we don't appear to have, is supposed to unlock something here, and we don't have it, we may just be completely stuck. Interesting.
By allowing his faith to suffer the most.
That's really quite bizarre. Find the lock to fit the flower key. Probably. I'm going to go out on a limb here and imagine that the flower on the key is a clue And I don't mean there'll be a lock with a flower on it, but it'll be somewhere where flowers grow. Wait a minute. Hello. I get a ladder. And another ladder. Perhaps that Tressim will be here on the roof. Oh. There's a rather large bell. I shall not ring it. That would be chaotic and disrespectful. And there, yes, the Tressim. Right, okay. Okay, well if we pop back down in here for a moment. It's probably not in the caverns at all. I might need to have a word with one or two of my friends who have completed the game and ask how badly stuff bugged out and if I'm now completely screwed due to possibly not having that key. I probably shouldn't run.
Onward then. The corpses can no longer speak, and were not ever inclined to either. So, my gut feeling, then, would be that this key
No one back home will ever believe this.
isn't going to open anything
Must
in
be on
this
my way.
cave. It's possible we picked the lock this key is for already, and should not have done so. Well, that's a nuisance. I don't think I can pursue this particular avenue of investigation at the moment. It may be too late, I may be too tired, but whatever it is, it's just not making sense to me right now. Would be nice if I could record earlier, or even during the daytime sometimes. You know what? On rare occasions I can. Now, again, just want to point out, these bloodstained footprints are definitely veering this way and not in the other direction. I bet that's got to be an area transition. Here are a lot of flowers. There's a chest. We have already opened it. It is apparently not what we seek, though. So let us continue.
Probably can't go here just yet. So this bit, I think. Right. Because obviously the gate area, we can't progress into that. Come on, you don't need a crossbow at the moment. Ah, dear. So we got our bad journalist with a really bad employer. Apparently she's trying to do the best she can, but her boss just... Well, whatever it is, we didn't notice. You're not going to follow up so that the last... There we go.
Curious.
In here. Sword Coast Courier's Key. We probably shouldn't have that. So there's just a key for, is a spare key for the building, which is obviously locked. We should probably not go in there just yet. People have been complaining that the couriers aren't making deliveries at the moment.
A few days in a jail cell. At least we'd have a bed.
Worst that could happen is one of those steel watchers stamping us into the
Right, let's check the well. Murdered refugee, here we go.
I wonder what the next move is.
This could easily be what I was missing.
The corpse does not respond.
Of course it does not.
I've got a long road ahead.
So it's entirely possible this fellow was just hurled down the well by some murderous individual. However, there's another one. I think we're onto something here. Okay, now we got a problem. Okay. Now look, you lot can just stay there for a bit. And we will hope the magician, the Eon of Magic, doesn't get into too much trouble. Okay. Is there some way? Ah. I see. So if we could find a way to attack this rope. That's clearly not working. I wonder if... Hold it. This just seems to make so much sense. Right? Target cannot be moved by force. But seriously, I don't want to destroy it, I just want to move it. So, is it possible? Probably not.
See, I don't think we can physically access this wheel. So, we can try over here. Over here there doesn't seem to be anything to interact with, so... Sorry about this. Okay, that seems to be working. There we go. Excellent. Now, there does remain the problem of getting everyone else across, though.
Stay idle.
Can you transform into something that can fly? I think that's probably a no. Oh. This is dumb. You can't go over the water? Try going under it. You're kidding. Now they can jump it?
Is that blood? No, never mind.
Okay, let's keep going across. Right to the edge. Oh, dear goodness, why? Why? Something tells me somewhere I might have something useful for this. Oh, perfect. Don't ask how. Can we all go? Or will it be just the three of us? It would appear we have all emerged safely from that tight fissure, that badger warren, that burrow. Now, I'm aware of this, don't worry. We'll get to that. But let's focus on this area for a moment. As it does seem like it might be hello? Relevant.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Tell me about the gemless ring I found. I have no idea about that. But apparently it'll be important. I can see it on his finger or in his pocket or something. Do you have any next of kin?
None.
What's the last thing you remember?
Man. Buying heirlooms. Vulture. Challenged him.
Interesting. Tell me about the gemless ring I found on you. Also, please tell me you didn't get it from Mattis.
Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy.
Alright, but if he killed you because you wouldn't sell him the ring, why is the ring still on your body? What happened to you?
Pushed.
I
Felt
see.
bones break. Darkness.
This could explain why the ring is still on his body. Who are you?
Garrod.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Look, the coins will just be lonely if we leave them there on their own.
Need to find a way forward.
Have we been here before? I'm not entirely sure we have. Oh, we have. Okay. So both paths lead down to the beach here. Who are you? Oh, it's a cat. It's our cat, of course. We have a rugged cliff face to investigate. And a badger to explore with. Hello.
Leading right into that cave.
What did you say about leading right into that cave? Was it bloodied footsteps? I should probably check. Yes, footprints. Okay. This of course reminds me of an amusing role-playing session many years ago when a player said, I want to listen to see if I can hear footprints. There was a short moment of silence and then a number of players burst out in laughter, at which point another player then explained, you don't hear footprints, you see footprints, you hear footsteps. Oh, the the fun we've had of. Hello. Oh, this can't be good. Look, we got a badger.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
We don't know who your boss is. Oh, this is for deep gnomes, right? Yeah. We should probably check where his ladder goes. But first... Yeah, Barkus is here. Wilburn?
What's up for
Right.
discussion?
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope.
Gortash is a dead man. I have reasons of my own for taking him down.
As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle.
The guards
The
at
Steel
the gate.
Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
This is what happens when people give too much power to technology. Cheer up, Bulbrun, we're here to help. Put a lot of the blame on Gortash. Why put the blame on the Gondians? So, Gond is like the god of artifice, creation, technology. Gortash has utilized that, possibly even getting fiendish designs from hell for some kind of highly advanced technology. Perhaps the Gondians were infected with tadpole. Personally, I put a lot of the blame on Gortash.
A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them.
Yeah, that's a
They've
problem.
always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit.
What was the plan?
Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Wulbren, please. This is too far. Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Quiet, Barkus. The adults are talking.
Yes, they are. And I can't condone that kind of action. Killing innocents won't right this wrong, Wulbren.
Innocents. You have no idea what you're talking about. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are.
I'll make contact with the followers of Gond. Maybe they'll see reason.
That's what I've been saying. There may yet be a peaceful solution.
Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong.
Now, I'm thinking the bomb would be very useful against the Absolute later on. However, I'm thinking it would also be more useful having the gnomes bringing their bomb working on my side, so it's better to leave the bomb with them. Keep your bomb. I'm doing this my way.
My way's the only way. I think you're just too delicate to admit it. But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
He's not the first person to speak of coming crawling back. It's heavy. 10d8 plus 40 force. Okay, I think 20 wizards high on the weave could probably do more damage than that. Automatically critical hits objects and environments. Permanent fire. Okay, that's where it gets dangerous. Alright, I see. I don't think we're getting a lot of help here, but we did need to trade.
The stone is screaming. You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work.
Mate, are you another doppelganger? Do you have anything to trade?
Only if you're quick.
Okay, there's something dodgy going on here, and I don't like it. Alright, let's see. Martial exertion, whatever that is. Probably a fighter thing. Nimble finger gloves, yeah. Gnomes. Okay, just short folk, got it. Thunderpalm strikers, probably a monk thing. Okay, well let's try and offload some of this heavy stuff. Might as well let this go. That's not used for anything alchemical. Scroll remove curse may be useful. We should absolutely be seeking to lighten our load right now. Ugh. And
let me guess, you need something.
Yep. Certainly do. And this is the load that most needs to be lightened. We don't need those. You can just have those. And a peridot. Right, okay.
Now let me get back to it.
Mate, what is wrong with him? Is this going to start happening with other people?
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it?
I don't really know what you're talking about.
You must. You must. The whole world shakes, and my head hurts, and my stomach twists. There's something underneath the city, inside the rock. I want to go home.
Yes, I imagine if I were a dwarf or gnome, I'd be much more sensitive to this. Speaking of which...
Now you've spoken to the big man? Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point.
You had a lover back in Grimforge, didn't you? How is she?
I made it clear there was nothing between us. And after a while, she finally got the message. Now we can both focus on what's actually important. Taking out the Gondians. Might have overheard you talking to Wulbren. Sounds like you got cold feet.
Sounds like you're an arsehole. Do you realise how many people could get hurt by this?
Listen. I'd gladly incinerate this entire basement and everyone in it if it meant taking out the Gondians once and for all. There's no place for your bulk in here. Pick a side or get out.
These Sverfneblin revolutionaries are too polarising and narrow-minded for their own good.
Gonna help us clear those watchers from the streets?
Yes, but I'll do it my way.
Don't get cold feet. If you don't eliminate the Gondians, they'll rebuild. If you want peace, you don't just break the sword, you kill the one who wields it.
Let's find out where this ladder leads.
Locked. But there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
So there is. Now, where does this lead? Quite possibly right inside the fairground. Wait, I think I know where we are. Is this for Messenger's place? Okay, clearly this isn't good, and my computer's struggling at the moment, obviously. Don't know why. All know that the primal source of mechanomagical method and measurement is Gerdal Ironhand, gnomic deity of militant artifice. For generations, the Ironhand clan reverently toiled in their Baldur's Gate workshops, creating intricate devices of precision and beauty, crafting in peace alongside the sweatshops of lesser artisans. Sometimes, in their generosity, the Ironhands even shared methods with these others. But then did the adherents of the thief god Gond, in their hubris, found a house of wonders and arrogate of themselves the labour and credit of all mechanomagical works in Baldur's Gate, and many gnomes did join the Gondians to their shame. And the voice of Gerdal spoke to Wilberforce Bongle, and said unto him, Suffer not these Gondians to steal thy livelihoods. And so Wilberforce spake out against the Gondians, citing the laws and errors in their shoddy works, rightly extolling the superiority of the creations of the Ironhands. In response, the Gondians, in their envy and choler, did utter vile slander and calumny against the Ironhands, and Wilberforce was wroth. There followed the death of Wilberforce in the unfortunate room powder incident, and the Ironhands, with the complicity of the Flaming Fist, were driven from the city into woeful exile.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
We're not going to still, we're going to read this though. It's been 15 years since I bought this forge from old Gossoon, and oh, it's the blacksmith's place. Right. All these infernal iron weapons. Got it. Well, okay, we're back out here. Let's close the doors. And I think close up the session, really. I'll have to look into seeing what's making my computer go a bit slow, and probably also go get some sleep soon, I reckon. Alright, well, I'm going to leave this one here. I hope you've all enjoyed it. and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the very next episode. I'll say goodbye for now though. See you all soon next time. Cheerio everyone.